Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Underrail. And on this episode, we're going to continue where we left off. Now, we just turned over that burrower to the guard here, and we betrayed that other guy. So what I was thinking is I'm going to run back to town, obviously, to heal up. But before we do, I am going to come over here and talk to the bartender. Maybe see if that guy is still there. I doubt he will be. It sounds like, it's going to happen when we least expect it. So we're going to go talk to the bartender, and I'm going to pause it right after that. And if I run into him on the way back to town, I'll go ahead and, start the video back up again. If we don't, I'm just going to run back to town, and I'll start the video up there once I've healed up and we're ready to turn into Vera and see what we get as a reward. And then we'll come back over here and continue on the quest that we have here, because we do have quite a few, plus we have the main quest to do. So I kind of want to do some of the side ones, but I do want to get a little bit done on the main quest as well. So he's not here, he's gone. He was standing right here in this little spot. So let's talk to him. I got a message from you from Abram, Jack. He said you cost him a lot of coins and intends to collect on it someday, so you better have enough. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to pay him anything, but I'm sure I'm probably not going to have a choice. He's probably going to try to ambush me when I least expect it, and if he's anything as close to his heart as that guard was, oh my god, we're going to have some issues. So let's go ahead and continue. Now, I'm just the messenger, so don't shoot me if you don't like the message in dialogue. Okay, is that all he's ever going to say? No, don't do that. I clicked on the fridge by accident. So no, we can come in here and talk to him now. Basically the exact same options we had before. We can even sell to him. He only buys and sells foodstuffs, so unless we're making our own food, I don't even know if you can do that or not. I haven't seen any recipes whatsoever for that. Now, I did get a few more right here, the flashbang. I sold some of the weapons we already had to a few of the NPCs. You can see, where's our recipes, crafting right here. So you can see all the ones we got now. And I don't really take advantage of any of these things. Some of them are pretty cool sounding, like the repair kits are kind of, useful. I think you need 20 before you can make anything out of them. We don't have 20 right now. We have a lot of it back at our house. Recycling items sounds kind of cool. I haven't really got into doing that with anything. I don't know what you get out of it. Does it say? Tailoring 8. What do we get? Fabric scraps and a dirty rag. Let's try something else. Fabric scraps and a dirty rag. Mechanical scraps right there. I'm not taking that apart. So I guess you do get some weird stuff out of it, but nothing I really see is worthwhile. I don't really see much of a point to this. Maybe at some point we'll have so much cash that selling to an NPC is just not worth it. Like, we'll get more useful items by doing this, but I don't know. I don't know just yet. If you guys have any suggestions on things you want to see me make, whether they're hand grenades or leather armor, I do want to make some metal armor eventually. We don't have the pieces for it, but these guys over here sell the pieces for it, so I do want to kind of get into that eventually, and the same thing for the metal helmets. The only reason I'm not doing it yet is that they have a armor penalty of 95%, which is just crazy. That is a lot of penalty on your armor, and because the penalty goes up so high, I believe you lose action points during your movement phase, and not just your movement, but your actual combat. So I'll be able to cast less spells and hit less often because of the armor that I'm wearing. It's kind of a necessary evil, though, I believe, because I do need that defense to be able to take these creatures on, or these guys on. So at some point, I'm figuring we'll probably just have to bite the bullet and put that armor on. I do know that there are, in fact, before we do that, let me go in here. I do have perception increased by 1. That's kind of nice. Detection increased by 32. So we're gonna put this on detection and see if we can detect this little area down here. I don't think it's gonna work. I think detection is probably geared towards like traps and things of that sort, and not the perception check you need to be able to identify this area. There is an invisible walkway right here that goes down. Yeah, see, I'm not picking it up. So that's just for traps, which is still kind of useful. I can use that to make sure I don't get in over my head by stepping on something that I normally would not want to step on. And I was actually going to cut this out, but I guess since we're already pretty close to home base, hopefully these side beetles are not back up again. They do pop up about every 30 to 40 minutes, so be very, very careful. These mine shrooms are back up. So there's a good chance that the beetles are as well. It doesn't look like it though. We're going to go ahead and pick up these mine shrooms. This used to be a really, really good area to get your mine shrooms so that you can make more psionic catalyst potions. And I say used to be because with the new patch, I never really run out of power anymore. So it's not really... they could do away with those potions altogether, and it wouldn't affect my gameplay, at least not at this point. Maybe at higher levels where you need your really, really, really powerful spells to be able to do what you want to do, but not yet. And they could bring them back, I think, simply by making it where your spells require more power the more powerful they are. And that would really almost nerf your huge advantage here, because you would have to decide, well, the stronger I make my spells by putting points into them, the more power it's going to cost me. And because of that, I may only be able to cast like one spell a turn. And so, yeah, it would be very, very hard to be as uber as I am now with that kind of, you know, mechanic in the game. But hopefully they figure out a nice balance. I mean, I think that's going a little bit too extreme to the difficulty, almost to the point where mages really wouldn't even be worth it to play at that point. But I don't know. We'll find out here. And before we go in there, let's talk to this guy. You always want to check the NPCs. You never know what they're going to have for sale, and you never know what they're going to buy. This guy wants 2 lockpicking devices and traps. Well, we do have a trap, but I don't really want to sell it to him. What else does he have? Bear traps. We already know all of that. Trapper's belt grants 1 extra utility slots. Traps increased by 10%. Cooldown of arming traps decreased by 70%. And of course, you can always buy your fishing rod here, which is not that much. It's only... Wow, he wants a lot for that one. I'm not buying that from him. What about his boots? Agility and stealth now. So let's go turn back in. And you can see just what level he is right there. He's level 20. I should have looked at what that level guard was. He's probably really, really high. I'll have to go back and watch that episode. He's probably going to be like level 50 or something. He killed me so quick. So quick. I thought we were going to wipe the floor with him. I was feeling all uber. I'm like, yeah, I got spells. I just took on like 12 guys at once, and it didn't cost me anything really. And yeah, I got too full of myself, and yeah, he definitely lowered me down a few pegs. I don't think we can handle everybody we meet now, but which is good because I kind of wanted to go off exploring some tunnels, and that might have been a bad thing. That might have gotten us in way over our heads. So she is, I believe, the administrator and library. Before we turn in, we're gonna go heal up just in case. You never know what will happen. Maybe she'll be angry that we kind of betrayed, you know, the embassy. Maybe she will have unexpected visitors there since people are listening into our conversations. You just want to make sure that you're very, very careful. So let's heal up. And after we turn into her, I'm going to go ahead and pause it just so that I can go back down to the shops and see if there's anything good for sale and get rid of some of these weapons. I got a lot of stuff on me that's weighing me down, and I want to make room because when we go back to the junkyard, it's going to be some time before we can come back here. So let's go to the library, which I believe is where she's at. I'm hoping that is. And we're not too close to our level, so I don't think we're going to get it out of this one. Hopefully we will get that pretty soon because I'm kind of wanting to put a couple more points into some stuff. I definitely want my lockpicking skill higher. So let's see. I delivered the trading documents. Okay. Excellent. It's good to know I can count on you to get the job done. And we've already asked her all this other stuff, so see you later. That's it? She didn't give me anything? Alright guys, well, we'll be back in 1 second. Alright guys, so we were back over in the junkyard, and we were ready to go on to our next quest. Now, the next quest that we are going to do is going to be the main one. Now, we do have the other quest to go off fishing. We can fish up to 5 blue eels. I think I'm going to hold off on that one till the next episode, because that one's going to require a little bit of running around outside and exploring, and I don't know exactly what we're going to get ourselves into. And so that one may have to be split up into several different parts if we run into a lot of enemies, so I don't really want to do that one just yet. The sneak into Abraham's cybernetic spawned ventilation ducts is still there because that one's unresolved. Now, we did turn it in as far as report him to the guards, and that's going to come back to bite us, obviously, but until that does, it's still on the list as a quest that's still open. So to get into the main station, which is our main quest, we have to do the Scrapper's quest, which is to look for a guy named Elwood in the gambling house in the back alley on the north side of the slums, and get his key card off of him somehow, then bring it to Eddie at Depot B. So this one's going to require a little bit of exploring. I think the area they're talking about is right over here. This whole area in the junkyard is very easy to get confused. It's quite big, and until you spend a little bit of time here, you're going to get some of the areas mixed up. So we're going to look for the gambling house. What is over here? I guess we can go into this door. Oh, it's locked. It's locked so much that we need a key specifically to open it. And that one's locked, Electronics 85. I'm pretty close to that, actually. I think I am at 56 on hacking, but only 37. So yeah, we're kind of way off on that one, actually. So let's see, what about this stuff over here? Nope, that's locked too. And this is not the gambling house. I thought it might be, but this is not the right area. So we're going to come back out here. Obviously, everything over here is locked. Maybe at some point we will get keys to open it up, but for now, unless you have an 85 lockpicking skill, that door is going to be off limits to you. So what if we... Was it over here maybe? I think maybe it is over here. We'll come down this direction. Actually, can we go up? Maybe it's over here. Maybe we can go through this door. Nope, that's locked too. Okay, so we're going to come down. Oh, I got stuck on the guard. It's one of those things that when you're walking, you got to make sure that you pay attention, because he will stop when he gets stuck on people. The north side of the slum. So this is the north side. I guess we're heading in the right direction. We'll just look around a little bit, see what we can find. Now, I have done this quest once before, but it's been a while, so hence the confusion on which direction I need to go into. Let's see. Don't think it's down this direction. If I don't find it somewhat soon, I'll pause the video until I do, but I wanted to show you guys around a little bit, because as we explore new parts of the town... who is this? Mind Your Own Business. She actually has a name. Scrapper Thug. Sometimes things like this right here, you know. So this doctor's suit is covered with dry blood and other foul stains. As you approach, he turns to you, studying you for words. Whatever it is, I can fix you. I just wanted to purchase some medical supplies, barter. I feel better already. Back away slowly. So he must look something horrible for that to be a response right there. So let's see what he has. You just never know what you're going to find on these guys. Blueprints morphine shot. Contains instructions on how to create a morphine shot. That might be interesting. I don't know exactly what morphine's supposed to do in this game. I'm sure it does something like it does in real life. Grenades, don't really need that. Gas grenades, don't need those too much. Chemical pistol. Contains instructions on how to create all types of chemical pistols. I don't know what those are, but we're not really using weapons. So unless I have a little bit of extra money, I'm not really going to... Chemical blob trap. These were really, really cool when we saw them for sale. I just want to see how much that is. It's 100 coins. That is a lot of coins for this area. The SGS coins are a lot cheaper, and usually you won't spend 100. That's a lot of coin. I don't know if I want to spend that much. Chemical ammo. Contains instructions on how to create ammunition for chemical weapons. And adrenaline shot, which is kind of useful too. How much for that? So only 67 coins for that one. What are these? Thought control headbands. This is a thought control headband. So increases by 10, 8, 10. This is a universal psionic headband. Psionic skills increased by 10. So this one, all psionic skills are increased by 10. And this one, only thought control is increased by 10. I bet this one's cheaper. Let's see how much that is. Wow, that's pretty expensive still. What about this one? Wow, that one is super cheap. I wonder why that one's so cheap compared to the other one. This one does 10 for all your psionic skills, and this one does 10 for thought control. I don't know why that one would be so much more expensive. Maybe there's something I'm missing as far as like stat-wise what they do, but since that is so cheap, actually it's not cheap. What I forgot to do was put it back on auto. They're both about the same price. This one is actually a little bit more expensive. Yeah, it was only like 10 points more. That's what I was looking at. Okay, yeah, we're not buying that. That's too much, guys. Yeah, we'll buy these just in case. What else do you got in there? Adrenaline shots. Got all the components to make our own headgear as soon as we get that ability. Health increase by 30. That's the same one I already have, so nothing new here. So we'll go ahead and trade. Go ahead and make sure you mem those. Might be able to make some of those. That'd be kind of cool to mess around with those in the combat. And this is kind of one of the reasons I wanted to record it while I was running around and looking for this area, is you just never know who you're going to run into. It could be a quest, and I hate to start the video in the middle of a quest like that, so I wanted to make sure we talk to all these people. You're not getting my spot, Jack. I do love how the NPCs are starting to get more and more conversations to them. It's not like a huge important thing for the game, but it's definitely kind of cool as the game gets closer and closer to being released. And this is the area that we need. You can see they're actually starting to make some of the final refined touches to it. So let's see. I believe you can talk to this guy right here, and he's going to charge you a little bit of coin, or you can sneak around the back and picklock your way in. Now, I didn't have the picklocking skill last time, but let's check it out and see what the skill is required. 50, and we don't have 50, do we? We have 37, I believe. Yeah, if we had it in hacking, we would have that skill, but because we don't have any, I believe it was agility or dexterity. I think it was agility that affects it. Ours are so low that we're actually getting a penalty. We're losing 3 points that we put into it. So 37, and you need 50, even with an extra 7 with this equipped. And I don't know why I don't just leave that equipped all the time. I got the extra hand right there. So an extra 7 with that equipped, and an extra 5 with my lockpicking skill. I don't think that's going to be enough. Let's try it anyways. Who knows? We're going to get lucky. Computer might freak out and let me do it anyways. So yeah, it's only going to be 49. We're down 1 point, and it didn't work. So let's close that down. Now, if you wanted to wait a level and come back to this quest, maybe run off and do the EO one, you could get in there, and it wouldn't cost you any coin. I believe it's something cheap, though. I think it's like 11 or something coins. I just hate paying if I don't absolutely have to. So you got to click on the intercom. You ring the intercom, and someone answers. I haven't seen you before, stranger. Come to do some gambling? Yes, can I come in? Sure, but all new members must pay 20 charons a minute fee first. Alright, fair enough. Slip the charons through the designated crack in the door. I'll have to think about this. So 20 coins for this area. It's kind of steep, but, you know, I guess we're going to go ahead and pay it. Hopefully we get it back for completing this quest. Welcome aboard in dialogue. It would be cool if you could actually play games in here. I don't know if you can. For the first time I came in here, my first playthrough, I didn't see any way to do that. Guard. I'm watching you. So let's look at the cameras. This is outside camera right here. You have inside camera, and you can actually see it over here on the map. It lit up while I'm looking at it, and you could see the guard standing over here and everything's going on. If I go to another camera, the guard disappears, but the area stays lit up. So that's very, very cool that these cameras actually show you part of the map. So we got Elwood over there. That's the guy we need to find and talk to. These are all gamblers. Let's look over here. So this is his paving right here. He comes over here, and then he comes down this little small back alley and comes over here into this room. So basically you have this small window of opportunity right here in this little corridor to attack him and kill him, but you got to watch out because you see this guy right here. He does pay in this area. Now if you have the skill, which I don't, in stealth, you might be able to stealth next to him and then pickpocket him, which would be kind of cool to be able to do that. I wish you could have more of the skills available to you as a barmaid. You know, it would also be kind of cool if you could... Can I open it from the inside? No, I cannot. It would also be kind of cool if they gave you another option, and maybe they do, I just never seen it, where you could maybe bribe a waitress or something like that to drug them. If you had like a cool drug that would, you know, put them under or something like that. and then you could go through his pockets and he wouldn't know who did what. But in this particular case, you have very few options available to you. So let's see. Come on, Daddy needs a new pair of boots. Let's. Well, I don't want to talk to him here. I'm watching you. I'm watching. Come on, Daddy. So let's come down here. Now this is kind of where you want to come into. It's you know, this door is restricted, so if anybody sees you doing it, you're gonna get into trouble. So let's close that up. Now, because we're the only ones in here, I can take everything in here. Electromatic Deflector, device used to deflect and redirect electromagnetic waves. It's most often used in creating cloaking-filled emitters. You know, that might actually help with this quest. If we had a cloaking field, our skill may not be required if we had something that would do it for us. So we get an adaptive lens. You can come over here and you could shut the power off. And of course, when there's no power, it's easier to stay hidden. It's the lights are off and things of that sort. So, in fact, the light should be off over here. Didn't I shut the power? Oh no, I still got to hit the power switch. It's a good thing I'm not paying attention, right? There we go. So power is off, right? Yes, it is. Okay, so it just seemed like it was still back on. So it's very, very hard for people to see. This is the guy that is the roamer. I gotta be very, very careful with him. Oh, he shut the power back on. Oh, the dude turned the power back on. Is he gonna do that every single time? That didn't used to happen. Let's come in here and do it again. Maybe he was just making his rounds. Come over here. Maybe I only have a certain amount of time. See if he comes back down. I have to wait for this pay back up. He's coming back down again. Oh, that's kind of cool. He wasn't like that the first time. So let's go ahead and talk to this guy. How are the dice treating you today? I need the key card to your place. Wow, he's straightforward right there. It's like, give me your wallet and your keys to your car or something, just right off the bat. So let's say, how is your dice treating you today? Mind your own dang business. No, I need your key card. Sorry, Jack, I don't swing that way. Intimidate. I wasn't asking. Give me the darn key card right now, or I'll blow your brains out. So we don't have any intimidation. So I guess if you fail on the fact that you don't have stealth or pickpocketing, and you fail on the fact that you don't have a device to pickpocket him and stealth with, and you fail the fact that you don't have intimidation, it does leave you at least one choice, which is to unfortunately kill him. So we're gonna do this. You're messing with the wrong Scrapper Jack. He goes for his gun. Fight. So he's gonna hit, wow, 37 critical and 30 just natural. This guy hurts quite a bit. So we need to kill him quick before anybody stumbles upon us fighting or me standing over his corpse. So I'm going to go with the most powerful spell that I know, and that's this one right here. Now, you want to make sure when you're targeting him that the little arrow is above his head. I've used this one a couple times in the past, and you guys may have noticed that if you click just to the side or just in front, this doesn't hit anything. You have to make sure that arrow is there. So we're going to go ahead and try to kill him as quick as possible. Is he dead? Yes, he's dead. Wow, he died fast. Okay, that's perfect. Not enough action points. So end our turn. Come on, let's loot. We're going to loot everything. We're not going to stand around, and then we're going to get the heck out of here before anybody notices we were even here. Now, it is unfortunate. He said try not to kill him if at all possible. But again, since we failed so completely miserable on all the skills needed to do this area, which is not a negative thing, it's just, you know, depending on what class you pick, you may be able to do certain areas easier than others. So you're going to have to take the good with the bad, apparently. But we'll look at what we got from that guy real quick. Now that we're off of the screen, we don't have to worry about getting attacked. 7.62 millimeter hammer, 10 to 32 mechanical. That's okay. Got a steel combat knife. Those are common, 10 to 17. We got his key card, and we got an electromagnetic deflector. Oh no, we already had that before. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I thought there was some other stuff on there. Maybe a little bit of cash is probably what the items were. So let's head back to turn in. And this should, at the very least, make the guy happy enough that we can enter Depot A. At least that's what our deal was. If we get the key card for him, he lets us in. Now, you're dealing with a thug or a scrapper. a gangster, whatever you want to call them. So you can't really expect them to always keep their bargain. So when you're doing this, you want to make sure that you're full life. I'm not going to because I already know what to expect, but when you're turning in, usually you want to make sure you're full life and that you're ready to be betrayed, because 9 out of 10 times in games like this, that is exactly what's going to happen to you. They're bad guys for a reason, you know, because they're greedy and they never want to give anything away if they don't absolutely have to. So they let you do all the work, and then when you come back, you're an easy target. You know, you're just one guy. But it never clicks in their head that if one guy was able to do that by himself, maybe he's not the guy you really want to take off and attack. But you know, in games, they always make the wrong choice. They always underestimate you, and it's easy to assume why, because everybody else who's come before you has been an easy target. So let's turn back into this Eddie guy. Yeah, I got Elwood's keycard. Give him the keycard. Very good. And what of Elwood? Well, I had to ice him, I'm afraid. Too bad. I was hoping to do that myself at some point, but never mind. So this guy was going to kill him regardless. I guess it won't feel too bad because, you know, he was going to die in the game anyways, regardless of whether I did it or not. Too bad. I was hoping to do that myself, but never mind. So, okay. Okay, here's what you do next. Go to the back alley north of the tavern and find Elwood's house. It won't be hard to spot. It's the only one with the decent walls and an electrical lock. So I gotta do something more besides just give you the key card so I can go. So let's see. Go to the back alley north of the tavern. Okay, I don't know where that is. I need you to retrieve something from there.
About breaking
into his house. What did you think I needed the key for, genius? Now listen. I need you to find something that resembles a disc. It's a dark green and rough on the surface. It's made of something that's not quite stone and not quite metal. That sounds kind of interesting. I wonder what that would be. It's kind of hard to describe, but you know it when you find it, trust me. Maybe he's talking about like a CD or a DVD, because it's, you know, if you didn't know what it was made out of, I guess you could say that it wasn't quite metal and it wasn't quite stone. That's probably what he's asking for. Alright, I'll find your disc. Fine, but after this, I get access to Depot A, right? Forget it. I'm not doing any more of thieveries for you. So, yeah, we'll ask him. You have my word. Good hunting. Yeah, whatever that's worth. Oh, just one more thing. From what I've gathered, Elwood used to be pretty good with mines, so watch your step in there, in dialogue. So, that is going to be nice that we have this little thing on. Detection increased by 32.5%. I think that sounds good to me. I mean, that's a high number for detection. The only problem I have with that is I don't know if it is increasing what you have as a skill on detection by 32.5% or if it's increasing your overall detection skill by 32.5. Because if it's increasing what we have as a skill, I don't have anything. I have 0. So increasing that by 32.5% would still be 0. Hopefully it's the latter and we actually get some useful out of that. We'll find out here pretty soon though. When we go down there and we step on a trap, we don't see anything, then we'll know. Or at least have a good idea, because it may be a really, really tough trap, and that might be why we don't, even with that, not have a skill level high enough to see it, but I think we probably could. I think we probably should be able to see that. So let's head, I don't even know where this house is going to be. It wants me to go down towards the wait, let me look at that real quick again, guys. Wants me to head to Elwood's his house in the back alley north of the tavern and search for the disc-shaped objects. So that's what this area looks like over here, a back alley. I think that's the right way. It's been a while since I've done this quest, so bear with me as we figure it out. I think it is, though. I think it's this door over here that was locked with like 85 skill points. Yes, it is. Okay, good. Yay, memory. Let's check out the locker. An arrow? A serrated bolt. It looks like an arrow to me, but I guess that's a bolt. Shoots this bolt from a crossbow, dealing normal damage if target is a living creature is inflicted with a bleeding wound that deals 100%. Okay, we've seen those before. What about this right here? Mechanical 60, which we do not have the skill to open, unfortunately. Got a trap door we can go down. That's going to be kind of interesting. I love the trap doors. They're very, very hard to see unless you're paying attention. So I kind of wish they would put more of those in here as like a little secret. Now, this area down here is, unfortunately, the reason I stopped playing the game. It is incredibly hard. Incredibly so, because there's like 4 robots over here that are a lot higher level than any robots you've run into. So make sure you're ready for it. We are just going to go ahead and try to wing it and see how well we do against robots, because I don't know what to expect on this guy. But if you don't want to go in there like that, you can go into the ventilation shafts. They will come out of this one. It's just a very small little circle that comes out here. And then you can scamper across the road over to this one if you're fast enough. I was never fast enough to do it. My skill on lockpicking or opening ventilation shaft was so low that I always got caught. So I'm not going to try to run that one. I'm going to try to kill everything down here. And I think I'm going to sit here right at the entrance so that I can get the first hit. And if I have to, I can come in here and run. Okay, so here he comes. Let's do this. No! I was going to get the first hit, punk. Incapacitated yet again. That's the thing about these guys. If there was a skill that I could put into to resist incapacitation, I think that would just be amazing. So let's go ahead and end our turn. No! We might die here. Stunned yet again. Sucko. When you're that close, they have that little taser they use on you. And again, that's one of the main reasons these guys suck so bad to fight, is that you lose usually about half your turns. Incapacitated yet again. They only have like 2 grenades, but those 2 grenades cause so many headaches. So yes, let's end our turn yet again. We may not even ever get a turn out of this. Holy crap, we're gonna die. Okay, I have to heal myself, which is gonna use some of my AP, unfortunately. So let's use this. That sucks. Can I use a bandage? I think I can. Oh, I can't use it in combat though. Dang it. Okay, so what do I want to use against robots? Force field sounds nice to block this guy from hitting me. Let's try this. It's not going to incapacitate him because he's a robot, but let's see how much damage we do. Oh, he's short-circuited. Yes! What does that mean? This machine is temporarily disabled and cannot perform any functions. Oh my god. That is amazing. That is amazing. I love that. Okay, so what do I want to use? Stealth. Can I use this on this guy? We'll try it. I mean, it's worth a shot. And he's frozen! Yes! We are finally getting the upper hand. Holy crap, we are going to kick this guy. He went into safe mode, so he's back. Can I use another health hypo? I don't think I can. I think I have to wait like 5 turns. 1 more turn remaining. Okay, we'll leave that up then. I don't think you can stun him again. I think you have to wait at least 2 turns before you can stun him with this. It did do a decent amount of damage, not a whole lot. So let's try the... I don't think fire does that much damage to these creatures, but let's try the punch. Seems to be one of my strongest spells, and I doubt it's going to stun him, but we'll see. It didn't really do as much damage as I was hoping, and it used quite a lot of our power. We do have enough to use Neural Overload, though, and we're going to use that. Immune. He's immune to that one, because it doesn't have a brain, so it can't affect him at all. Dang it. Let me last. Let me survive. I wonder if I can fear these guys. I might be able to, actually. Okay, so I'm going to use my health. We can close that down for now. This guy over here is up. He's out of his little frozen little bubble. I can stun him. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to stun him so he's not a problem on the next turn. There, he's short-circuited. And can I hit him with my weapon? Let's just hit him with my sledgehammer. Not enough energy. Or not enough action points. Dang it. I guess we're just going to have to end the turn. And he's entered back into safe mode, so... I'm stunned. Dang it. I don't know if we're going to win this one. I could stun him on the next... I could actually stun him this turn, but I can't because I'm stunned. So at least we'll be able to stun him now if this other robot doesn't stun us first. Let's do this. Die. Yes. Punk. Now I am going to try my fire spell just to see if it works. It may be a waste. He's very low on life anyways. In fact, let me try it against this guy. Because this other guy's very low on life and he's stunned. So if it does work, I want to kill somebody with a lot of hit points. Nope, no damage whatsoever. It did hit him, but it didn't do anything to him. So let's go ahead and end our turn. Dang it. This is going to be messy because I need to heal myself and I can't go. So let's end our turn, obviously. Yes, okay. No incapacitation. So let's... Man, we're going to use our last health hype. I'm going to have to buy more of those. Or make some more. I think I can make some. So let's see. I am going to incapacitate this guy. Yes, okay. He's short-circuited. And that's all I can do. Dang it. I want to kill this guy. This guy's so close to dying. In the meantime, I'm just getting hit for no reason. Ah, incapacitated yet again. It would have been better just to kill this guy because he keeps incapacitating me. And meanwhile, I'm getting hit by 2 guys rather than just 1. So I'm gonna kill this. Stunned again. Again, guys, that's the main reason. Even if you're Uber, the fact that they can stun you and incapacitate you over and over and over again just makes it almost impossible to actually kill these guys. So I can't stun him, I don't think. I think I can stun him regardless, but I think this is going to kill him. So let's use this. There, you're dead, finally. And if I put a force field down, it will block him from hitting me. And he'll have to go all the way around. The problem with that is, if he goes all the way around, he's going to pull this other robot down here. And I don't think I can run up a ladder while I'm in combat. And so I don't think that's a good idea. This thing actually did hurt these guys. Not as much as I would like, but as long as he doesn't incapacitate me, I think we can survive this. So let's try this and just hope for the best. Hopefully he does not stun me. If he doesn't, I can kill him on this next turn. Yeah, okay, there we go. This should stun him if it doesn't kill him, but I'm hoping it will. There, you're dead. You're dead, punk. Let's get out of here. Okay, go ahead and end our turn. We're going to go back up the ladder, and I am going... Oh! No! I am about to die, and it just saved it because I zoned. Oh my god, what a nightmare. What can I do? Can I do anything at all? No, I'm not on fire. Holy crap, guys. There's traps there, like the guy said there was, and I didn't detect it even with these goggles on. So, I'm not going to wear them right now because it just eats up, damage on them as far as their fabric or metal goes, and you just have to repair it if you're going to do that route. So I am going to go ahead and pause the video here, run back to town, heal up, and buy a couple of health hypos or make me some, and then I'll catch you guys in. Okay, so we are back. Now, on the way back, I did run into 2 Psy Beetles that had respawned, and they killed me once, and then it reloaded, and what I was able to do was actually use my stealth ability to get close enough to just one without aggroing the other, and then stun them and kill them one at a time that way. And as long as I got the first hit, I could continue to stun them, basically using my Electrokinesis, and then when that ran out, if they weren't still dead, I would either use the punch or my pyrokinetic stream, which killed them almost instantly. So you do have to worry about that on your runs back. But I went ahead and I got 5 health hypos, and I actually didn't have the recipe for making a health hypo, so I went ahead and purchased that. Now I don't have the ingredients necessary for it. You need 3 blood, insectoid saliva, which we actually have a lot of, but we haven't processed any of it. And then I'm not sure where you get the anticoagulant, so we're going to have to look for that. But I have plenty of syringes. I have like 54 of those, so I think you only need 2 at a time. Well, I think we're going to be fine. I think there's only one more robot down here that we have to deal with. And yeah, he's going to take off a lot of our life because, again, he has 2 of those grenades, and then when he gets close enough, he can stun us with his little taser. So we will still get incapacitated quite a bit. The only hope that I might have is hoping that I can get the first shot. If I get the first shot, I think there's a chance that I can take this guy on. I'd be able to do it a little bit easier. As soon as we come around the corner, yeah, he's gonna see me. Oh, he missed. He missed. Oh, you're down. You're going down now, buddy. You're going down. So, what do I want to do? Fire doesn't work. This does, though. So let's put this down. Because, again, you can't stun them twice, and they're immune to that kind of stun. So that one's almost worthless to use on them when they're not stunned already. What is this right here? Safe mode. Short-term immunity to all disabling effects. Okay, so this one does the most damage to him. So we're going to put that on. And then I think what we're going to do is put this here, because he's going to have to go around, and that's going to buy me a few turns while he basically goes all the way around here. I think that's how it works. I don't think he can go through it. I know he can attack it, and it only lasts for one turn anyways. So this is just going to buy me a turn until he comes around the corner, which is all I really want. I only need one more shot at him to pretty much kill him. So now it's my turn, and I can maybe even stun him again. I think I can. Yeah, so he's stunned. And what do I got that can hit him? I'm too far away and I don't have enough power. Yeah, dang it. And the fire didn't do anything last time. I guess all I need to do is just get a little closer and end my turn, because again, I should be able to kill him right here. That should be all I need. There we go. So they're not too difficult if you can stun them. But if you don't do that quick enough, these grenades right here, and of course you can find the grenades on them. If you've killed them already before they've used the flashbangs, they will have them on their corpse. If, of course, they use them on you, then they won't be on their corpse. So it's a good way to get all this stuff if you can put down like traps and kind of stealth around a little bit. So this incapacitates everyone caught in the blast for 2 turns unless they resist effect. Incapacitated targets will also immediately lose sight of you, allowing you to easily hide from them. So that's fairly cool. It sucks to be used on, but fairly nice to use it on other enemies. So we got electronic scraps times 5, metal scraps times 5, and 9mm standard round times 2. So let's take those. There's another dead body over here. There it is, hiding from me. Electronic scraps 3 and metal scraps times 4. Let's come over here. Now, I do not know if there's any more robots in here. There may be some over here on this other side. So you gotta a little be careful. If you're not healed up, you might want to do that before you start looting. Electronic scraps times 3, metal scraps times 2, and 2 9mm standard rounds. So let's come over here and check out this door. This could be a big mistake, but we're gonna do it anyways. Electronics 60. Electronics 60. Our electronics is pretty high, 56, and I do believe we have a Mach 2 electronics kit, which adds hacking skill 5, so this might actually do it. Let's try it. Come on. Big bucks, no whammies. Lock disabled. Nice. Okay, let's close that down. And what's in here? You know what? I think I remember this room. There is a booby trap in here. Let me put my hat back on. Where is it at? Detection. And see if I detect anything in here. I don't. I believe it's over here in this area too, but I can't be sure. It was pretty horrible. It's a pretty nasty trap, so be very, very careful. There it is. Oh man, I knew it was there. I knew it was somewhere over here, but I didn't know quite where. So basically, it's right here next to the door. Be very careful about that, guys. It's pretty nasty, especially if you've already fought your way in here and you haven't healed back up yet. And there may actually be more in here. I don't know. Laser pistol. That's the first one we found so far that we've actually found on an enemy or in a crate. We've seen them in the stores, but this laser pistol was powered by a plasma core. 15 to 21. It says energy, but I'm guessing that's the damage. It's just energy damage. Impact speed is very high. This might actually be useful on robots because, as you can see, when we electrified them, it stunned them. So that might be the exact same thing that happens with these. The AP cost is 22. That's pretty high. But still, it may be worth it. Adrenaline shot, we all know what those do. And then the mysterious disc. This mysterious dark green disc-shaped item is about the size of a dining plate. The surface is coarse, but you feel very comfortable holding it. It might be made of stone or metal, but it's not cold to the touch, and it's surprisingly light. So, yeah, I don't know what that's made out of. It sounds pretty cool, though. So let's come over here. Mechanical 40. I don't think we have 40. I think we have like 37. Yeah, it's 37. But we do have this jackknife that we can have equipped and then just use a regular lockpick, so I don't have to waste my really good ones. That cost almost 4 times as much as a normal lockpick, and they don't always have them for sale, so you kind of want to save those for when you really need them. What do we got in here? Thin mine case. A thin landmine case designed to fragments as little as possible. Mechanics 10. We got an HE grenade, which is high explosives. Delivers a powerful blast, which is useful against heavy armored targets. Though it can be effective used in anti-personnel scenarios, it is less efficient because of the absence of shrapnel. Everyone caught in the blast suffers 20 to 30 heat damage and 30 to 45 mechanical damage. AP cost is 15 and cooldown is 4 turns. And 86 coins. That's not bad. This is the most coins we found. Here's a little computer in here. That's funny. That's funny they actually show a computer in a video game like this. So let's check out the shelves. Nothing on the shelves. Let's go through this. Anything down here? Locker. Oh, something just went off. Dang it. Another trap. Eel sandwich. Delicious cooked meat, a variety of eels between 2 slices of dark root bread. When consumed, increases dexterity by 1. Consuming food will remove effects of previous meals. And then we got a strange comm device, Oddity. It looks like some sort of communication device, though you're unsure how it's used since it only has 1 button. Since it's already broken, you might as well take it apart and find out. You can pick up and study this item to gain 50 points of experience, and you can study this up to 4 times, and this is the first time that we found it. So we're definitely taking that with us. What's in here? Nothing's in here. We can go ahead and... Where's our... I'll have to put my Omni tool on. Where's that at? Omni tool, where are you? It's in here somewhere. There's so much stuff in here, it's hard to find what I'm looking for nowadays. There it is. So we will... Can we drag that down to one of these hotbars, maybe? I wish I could put it over here on this hotbar. There we go. Can I put it on this one? No, I cannot. Guess we're going to have to do it from here. So we want to open up a ventilation shaft just to check out what's in here. Hopefully something interesting. There may even be enemies in here. If there are, we'll go ahead and kill them to get the loot. Let's see, come down here. There's a ventilation one over here. I just want to peek through it because I don't remember seeing one there. Okay, that's the one right over there. So you can always try to bypass the robots, like I said before. You only need to come in here and get the disc. It didn't say anything about wiping out the robots, so that's optional. But of course, as you can see, pretty much the only one you can get into is this one right over here, and the one you start next to is over here, and there's no way they connect, so you have to jump the hallway, basically, to get in there. And if you don't have the skill for stealth, that can be very, very touchy, and as I said before, I was never able to do it. I was very, very close several times, so I think it is possible to be done. It's just one of those things that if you're not, right on the ball with that, you're gonna get caught, and that's gonna suck because you're gonna be usually in between 2 robots, and you're not gonna have the door there as a little safety thing. As I said before, I believe they can open doors. Maybe they can't. I don't remember if they can or if they can or can't. But if they can't, that would be a good little way to kind of block them off and come back up here and rest. And again, you can come into this one, and it will take you over to this over here. But it's really up to you how you want to play. Do you want to be very straightforward? Do you like hiding and sneaking around and things of that sort? You do have to tailor your character to that before you pick him. So keep that in mind as well. We're going to run back. We're going to turn in, and I think we're going to go ahead and end the episode there because I don't want to make these too long. I know they have gotten a little bit longer, about 30 to 45 minutes. I think that's okay. If you guys have any suggestions on a length of time that you would prefer it to be, 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever the case is, I'll just make more episodes and do it, 3 times a week or something like that instead of just on Mondays and Fridays for about 45 minutes apiece. So, again, it's really up to you guys. You guys determine the game style, the gameplay, and ultimately, when I post these videos. So let's turn this in, because I really, really want to get into the Depot A. And hopefully this is all he wants. I found the disc. Here you go. Give him the mysterious disc. Haha, I knew you could pull it off. Good job. I'll let the guards know you're allowed to pass into Depot A. Just go through the back door over there in the HQ and turn right. I could use someone like you for another job if you're up for it. Come and see me later. Okay, so we're going to let him pay back to his spot. I do want to talk to him and go... Now, we're going to wait for the next episode. Sorry, guys. I know you want to see, because I definitely do. And the fact that I have to wait till next week to play to find out is going to kill me just as much as it's going to kill you guys. But hopefully you will come back and join me for the next episode. I am definitely looking forward to it. If you do enjoy these episodes, hit that like button, subscribe. Definitely helps grow my channel, and I greatly appreciate it. Also, I want to give a big shout out to Rob yet again. He's helped me so much with this game with comments. You know, I'm not one of those people who do a lot of research online for games that I play. I kind of like the games that you can pick up, play, and just have a good time enjoying it without having to do a lot of research. And so when I fall short on figuring things out, he's been there to you know, go ahead and post down below and let me know some of the little weird details that I wasn't aware of that I could pass on to you guys. So I want to a big shout out to him, and greatly appreciate all the help he's provided. And again, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next episode.